Hare Ram Ram. Hare Krishna. Welcome, devotees, to the ISKCON Disciples course. And you all could get time to study. We have requested to study the first 12 pages of the manual and also to write answer to one question. Why do we have to accept living Diksha Gurus? So I would like to start with hearing the answer to this question. So, who would like to share first? Please raise your hands. Why do we need living Diksha Gurus? Anyone? Yes, Usha Mataji, you want to speak?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, we in order to have someone to guide us in our spiritual path, to get a mentor and someone who can take us closer to know more about the Lord Krishna, and to know more about the scriptures of Prabhupada, to go more like more deeper about the scriptures, Bhagavad Gita as it is, to get a mentor, like a guide for us.
Very nice. Somebody who can guide us step by step. Somebody who can correct us when we go wrong. Somebody who can make bhakti practical for us. All these are very, very appropriate answers why we should need a living Diksha Guru. Yes, Anshu Mataji, please.
Prabhuji, due to light is power cut is there, so I'm just in a dark. So
Yeah.
please forgive me.
You are dark,
My
you are in
answer
dark, but you are enlightening all of us.
is Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Now Hari Bol. Spiritual Guru is the guidance who give us the life manual. So live life properly and how to uh, know about ourselves. We are the part and parcel of the God, Lord Krishna, and we have to follow that that we don't know to deal with how to deal with the circumstances and other things in this material life. He teaches very well and how to progress day by day in spiritual life. They teach us very well.
Very nice. In short, if I say, Guru translates the eternal instructions according to time, place, circumstance. Because these instructions change with time and place and circumstances. Like when in Gurukul system in Vedic society, the children would study under a Guru, they would go door to beg alms for Guru, Bhiksha. They would go door to door and say, Mata Bhiksham Dehi, Bhadre Bhiksham Dehi. That's a compulsory activity for a Gurukul because that makes the disciple humble, that makes disciple tolerant, that makes disciple cultured. And then whatever alms he would get, he would offer it to Guru. Now in Western countries, this is not possible. If you go to somebody's house, he can shoot you for trespassing. So that is possible. So Prabhupada renewed that culture through book distribution. Prabhupada said, okay, you can't beg because it's not allowed in many countries, but you can go and distribute books. And then in exchange of books, whatever donation they give, you can bring that to the Guru. So see, the same concept, but according to time, place, circumstances, it is modified. Now, if you see Chaitanya Charitamrita, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there are many, many food items which are described. Like there is shak, there are puri, luchi, chini, sar puri, karpura, kheer, and so many things. But now in many countries, you will not get shak, you will not get other items. So what Prabhupada said, okay, offer local items. So suppose you go to China or Japan, they would offer noodles to God Nitai with chopsticks, right? So although it may not be in our scriptures, like pizza, pasta, burgers, this, that, we are offering everything. So may not be in our scriptures, but according to time, place, circumstances, it is accommodated. So living Guru understands these factors. And therefore, living Guru helps us to apply the eternal teachings according to time, place, circumstance. Anyone else? Why we need living Guru? Any other point anyone want to share? One point I'm looking, which still pending. Living Guru. Yes, he should be there. Yes, Ashwin Prabhu.
To give initiation and to accept vows of the disciple.
Yes, yes, very nice. He will give initiation and the disciple will take vows in front of a Vaishnava. So he has to be there to accept that vows. Very nice. Anyone else?
Hare
One more
Krishna
point.
Prabhu. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Bhadraman.
Guru deliver us from this material world.
Guru?
Deliver us from this material world.
Prabhupada can also deliver you, right? Isn't it? Prabhupada can
Yeah.
deliver you. Why we need a living Guru to take initiation?
Guru disciplined us.
Yes, yes. You're close. You're close. Yes, you elaborated.
Hare Krishna. It's Guru connects us to the parampara.
Yes, Guru connects us to the parampara, but I'm looking for one more. Mayur, Maya Mataji, you want to speak something? Please unmute. Please unmute, Mataji. We can't hear you. Yeah. Please unmute. Yeah. Now please speak.
One who is eager to know the ultimate goal of life, attaining Godhead, must approach a proper guru. A guru is a spiritual guide who helps one to discover the potential is that the guru has already realized.
Yes, they
A
accepted. I'm looking for
a
one more point, one more solid point.
A guru is someone who leads others from darkness to light, from ignorance to knowledge, and from confusion to clarity. In short, a
Right.
guru is not just a teacher, but a life companion, guiding us toward becoming the best version of ourselves.
Yes, he guides us. Okay, more. Yes, Anshu Mataji.
Guru teach us how to live the life properly in a proper way, and Guru is that tattva which teach us the spiritual ways, how to follow the instructions day by day in our
You
life.
all are speaking right. You all are speaking very positive things. I'm looking for a negative thing. Negative or a powerful aspect of a guru.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Guru remove all our sinful reactions.
Yes, that is true. We discussed yesterday, to the degree disciple is surrendered, Guru will take the reactions of his previous karma, right? One more important aspect of living Guru. If Guru is with you, living with you, he will do one important activity which nobody can do. Deities cannot do, Prabhupada cannot do, anybody,
Guru.
any acharyas cannot do. Yes, Vishnu Priya
Answer
Mataji.
question.
Yes, Vishnu Priya Mataji.
Yes, the Guru will chastise us whenever we do some mistake. So it will be something
Very
that
nice. Very nice. I'm looking for this point. Guru will catch your ear and he will pull you back if you go around, if you go in the wrong path. That is living Guru's business. Why are you not following the principles? Why are you not chanting your rounds? Why are you not cooperating with the authorities? Only Guru can do. Prabhupada's deity will only smile. Radha Krishna deity will only smile. Even if you will not chant your rounds, they will still smile. But your Guru will not smile. He will catch hold the ear and will say, rascal, come back. This is not your path. Therefore, one word comes in Bhagavatam. You must have heard that. Guru Karnadharam. Now, there are two meanings of Guru Karnadharam. One is Guru Karnadharam means one who is the captain of the boat sailing towards spiritual life, spiritual world. Another meaning of Karnadharam is Karna means ear, Dharam means who holds the ear. Karnadharam. The disciple should be corrected by the Guru. And this is only possible by living Guru. So we don't take initiation just because, oh, Guru's picture is on the wall. And once in a while, we go to see him, we give him an envelope, he gives us his garland. And on his Vyas Puja day, we fast till noon what to do. And then we have a grand feast. No. Guru means who corrects the disciple. And disciple, yesterday also we were discussing, disciple means who is ready to be disciplined, who is ready to receive chastisement. And that a living Guru can give. So in your booklet, there are many wonderful quotations from Srila Prabhupada, from different sources, that how parampara system is important. We are followers of parampara. We can't break that parampara. So a genuine guru, a bona fide guru, teaches his disciple about the science of Krishna consciousness. And then in the course of time, a bona fide disciple takes the role of guru and guides other disciples. And therefore, we must have the current link. Subhadra Mataji, can you read this quote?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Can you read?
Yes. One should approach the correct link. The message of Srimad Bhagavatam is coming by disciplic succession, and in order to receive the real message of Srimad Bhagavatam, one should approach the correct link or spiritual master in the change of disciplic succession.
Otherwise, you see, if you avoid this current link, then what will happen? Somebody will tell, oh, I am disciple of Rupa Goswami. I am disciple of Sanatan Goswami. Or what about I am disciple of Vedavyas? Or why Vedavyas also? I am disciple of Krishna directly. Krishna guides me. One day Krishna came in my dream and he told no need to chant 16 rounds. So I'm not chanting 16 rounds anymore. This will happen. Therefore, we need current link. The current representatives of Guru Sishya Parampara, those who can guide us day to day, those who can translate the teachings of Krishna consciousness as per our time, place, circumstances, those who can correct us if we go tangential to the Parampara system. So this is very, very important. Another quotation, Ashwin Prabhu, please read the next one. You cannot jump over.
You cannot jump over to the superior guru. So if you want to understand Bhagavad Gita, then we must understand in the same way as the person who directly heard from. This is called Parampara system. Suppose I have heard something from my spiritual master, so I speak to you the same thing. So this is Parampara system. You cannot imagine what my spiritual master said. Or even if you read some books, you cannot understand unless you understand it from me. This is called Parampara system. You cannot jump over to the superior guru, neglecting the next acharya, immediate next acharya.
So we can't jump over, until and unless we are not blessed by the current acharyas, we can't jump to superior acharyas. So we have to understand that in bhakti, the more one is sheltered under Vaishnavas, his situation is secured. And therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Gopir Bhartur Pardakam Layor Das Das Dasano Dasa. The progress in spiritual life is not to go to Krishna directly, but process in Krishna consciousness is to become servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. And if you see all our acharyas, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, and other acharyas, they are manjaris. Who are manjaris? Manjaris don't serve Krishna directly in the spiritual world. Manjaris, they assist gopis. Gopis assist the Ashta gopis, the principal 8 gopis. And they assist Lalita and Vishaka. And they assist Srimati Radharani. And Srimati Radharani serves Krishna. So this mood that, oh, I don't want anybody, I will just connect to Prabhupada. I'll just connect to Rupa Goswami. I'll just connect to Narottam Das Thakur. No. This attitude is not correct according to Srila Prabhupada's teaching. So Prabhupada is giving many instruction that don't jump over. Another thing people say that, oh, we will just read books and become Krishna conscious. Can you become a doctor just by reading books? Can you become an engineer just by reading books? Can you become a YouTuber by just reading books? Every place. Can you become a thief by just reading books? Okay, 10 ways to steal something. Can you read that book and steal something? every phase, every area, we need a proper guru to guide us, a living guru. Therefore, it's not that we'll just depend on books. Books are there, they are our lighthouse principles, but you can't avoid the importance of teachers in Krishna consciousness. Yeah. Vishnu Priya Mataji, please read this quote. All these disciples. Please unmute.
All these disciples which I am initiating become future spiritual master. These students who are initiated from me, all of them will act as I'm doing, just like I got many God brothers. They are all acting. Similarly, all the disciples which I'm making, initiating, they are being trained to become future spiritual masters.
So clear. Prabhupada is so clear. Prabhupada is saying, I am initiating on behalf of my Guru Maharaj, on behalf of Parampara, and expect my disciples to become gurus and initiate other disciples. So that is a very, very straightforward instruction. Okay, next. Who would like to read? Let me see. Aryan Prabhu, please read.
I want to see my disciples become bona fide spiritual master. I want to see my disciples become a bona fide spiritual master and spread Krishna consciousness very widely. That will make me and Krishna very happy. Keep trained up very rigidly, and then you are a bona fide guru. And you can accept disciples on the same principle. But as a matter of etiquette, it is the custom that during the lifetime of your spiritual master, you bring the prospective disciples to him, and in his absence or disappearance, you can accept disciples without any limitation. This is the law of disciplic succession.
See, Prabhupada is saying, I want all my disciples to become gurus. So why I am discussing this in detail? Because there is something called as Ritvik Vad. And what I'm going to discuss now, please hear it attentively, because this is a very, very important aspect of our movement. And this has affected faith of many, many thousands of devotees. So please hear it very, very attentively. This requires maturity and open-mindedness to understand this concept. You see what happened when Srila Prabhupada was ill. Prabhupada proposed a system of Ritvik initiations. And why he did that, I'll tell you. See, now the technology is very much advanced. Now we can have Zoom sessions. You are sitting in different parts of the world, South Africa, Mauritius, India. I'm sitting in Ujjain, and we are having this class. It's very easy. But in Prabhupada's time, this facility was not there. And Krishna consciousness was expanding like explosion. There were devotees all over the world, and they were making new devotees. And all of them wanted to be initiated by Srila Prabhupada. Now, if Prabhupada travels from one temple to another temple and stays 3 days, he will take at least 1 year to reach to his center again. At least 1 year. And these devotees were fired up. Prabhupada didn't want them to wait. Now, parallelly, Prabhupada's health started to deteriorate. So he could not travel that much. He was restricted to Vrindavan. So what Prabhupada did, he appointed some of his senior disciples to initiate on his behalf. And this was called as Ritvik system. The word Ritvik means a pujari, a priest. Actually, Ritvik means a priest. Like you must have experienced that yajna, when you do yajna, one pujari comes, a priest comes, and he puts ahuti, chants some mantras, and he helps you to do any karma kanda puja. So these Ritviks were actually priests on behalf of Srila Prabhupada. So while Prabhupada was living on this planet, he told them, okay, now you initiate these disciples on my behalf, and they will be my disciples. But still the concept of Guru was not clear. So the GBC decided to ask Srila Prabhupada, what should be the procedure of initiation after you leave? Please hear it very attentively. So the GBC body decided to ask Srila Prabhupada, what will be the system of initiation after you leave? Now, many GBC members were in Vrindavan that time, and they all decided to come together and ask Srila Prabhupada. So they went in Prabhupada's room. And the senior most among them was Satswarup Das Goswami Maharaj, who wrote Prabhupada Lilamrit. So he was told that you ask Srila Prabhupada about the Guru system on our behalf. So he asked, Srila Prabhupada, who will initiate after you will depart? And Prabhupada said, some of you I will choose, which he did. He chosen 11 of them. And Prabhupada said that you can later add or subtract as per the need, because you can't rely on some individuals for whole life. This movement will grow. You can choose and decrease. You can do that later. Then the second question was asked that Prabhupada, whose disciples they will be? Because currently what system was going on, they were initiating on behalf of Srila Prabhupada. So these disciples were Srila Prabhupada's disciples. But it was clear question that Prabhupada, whose disciples they will be after you will depart and these devotees will initiate. So whose disciples they will be? And Prabhupada said they will be their disciples. Now the third question was asked that Prabhupada, what will be their relationship with you? And Prabhupada said they will be my grand disciples. Now this whole thing you can find in Lilamrit, it's there. And you can also find in Prabhupada's conversations. It's in the folio, even on Vedabase online, the conversation is there. Now what some individuals did, now I will come to more details, and this is very important, our devotees should know this. So after Prabhupada left, 11 of these devotees started to initiate on Prabhupada's behalf. Oh, sorry, as Prabhupada instructed. So they were acting as spiritual masters. But the problem was, our movement was very, very new. Like the eldest devotee in our movement was 35 years old. And the senior most devotee in the movement was only 10 years in Krishna consciousness. So you can imagine how new our movement was. Prabhupada gave sannyas to some boys who were 17, 18 years old. So you can imagine how young they were. So some of them who were acting as spiritual masters, they were not sure what is the responsibility of spiritual master. So they just copied what Prabhupada did. And that was the mistake. So what they did, the way Prabhupada was treated, these 11 gurus were treated in the similar manner. Like we see Prabhupada's Vyasasana in the temples. So there were additional Vyasasans in the temple where the gurus would sit. And when the gurus are away, their picture was kept. And in morning, just like you see Prabhupada's Guru Puja, so these gurus were also offered separate Guru Puja. And whole world was divided into 11 zones, which is called zonal acharya system. So suppose somebody is in Mauritius, he has to take initiation from the zonal acharya of Mauritius. He can't take initiation from anybody else. And if he wishes to take initiation from some other guru, the devotee has to relocate himself to the zone of that guru. So that system was adopted. And just like we call Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami as Srila Prabhupada, these devotees were also given different titles, like Bhaktipad, Shripad, Krishnapad, Bhagavatpad, Acharyapad, and so forth. So they were also given this honor titles. And their pranam mantras were chanted in the temple room. Just like we chant Prabhupada's pranam mantra in the Mangalarti or Guru Puja and before Bhagavatam class in Jai Radha Madhav. So these pranam mantras were chanted in the temple room. And the devotees started seeing these acharyas as good as Srila Prabhupada. But the problem was, we discussed yesterday. Do you remember Nitya Siddha and Sadhan Siddha? We discussed yesterday. So there are two types of gurus. One are Nitya Siddha who never falls, but Sadhan Siddha can fall. And soon after Prabhupada left, maybe 3-4 years after Prabhupada left, some of these gurus were facing spiritual difficulties. They were struggling with their senses, they were struggling with keeping the position of guru. And they started to fall. Out of 11, 5 or 6 fell down. And that was crisis in ISKCON. You can imagine somebody whom you are worshipping on altar, he leaves ISKCON. It's a big crisis. Somebody whose pranam mantra you chant every day, he falls down. Somebody whose picture was worshipped in the temple room, Guru Puja was offered every day to him. All devotees would bow down to him just like Srila Prabhupada. And he leaves. It was a big setback and crisis in ISKCON. And that's how some of the individuals started to think, maybe nobody is qualified to initiate except Srila Prabhupada. And they went back to the system of Ritvik initiations, which Prabhupada adopted only for the time period he was sick, only for the time period he was on the planet. And that was the start of Ritvikism. So what happens in Ritvikism, I'll tell. They think no guru is qualified. Only Prabhupada is qualified. And Prabhupada will directly initiate us. How? The temple president will place mala, japa mala in front of Srila Prabhupada, and he'll pick that mala from Prabhupada's murti, and then he will give that mala to a initiation candidate, and then he'll give a name, such and such das or dasi, and then he will tell, from today you are disciple of Srila Prabhupada. Hari Bol. That is called Ritvik initiation. Now, the problem in Ritvik initiation are many multiple problems. We will discuss that later. But I'm telling, the root of this Ritvikism was some gurus fell down. But this happens in every parampara. Even in Shankaracharya parampara, many of the sannyasis fell down. Madhva Sampradaya, Ramanuja Sampradaya, many of the sannyasis left. Even in Jains, many they become Digambar, Shwetambar, and then later on they can't continue. So it can happen. Jiva is fallible. Only Krishna is infallible. Therefore, Krishna is called as Achyuta. He never falls. But Jiva can fall. Only a Nitya Siddha Bhakta can never fall. That is Srila Prabhupada. But representing Srila Prabhupada, there can be many gurus. Some of them can be Nitya Siddha and some can be Sadhan Siddha also. Now, just because there is an accident on the road, you don't stop driving on the road, right? Just because there is a cheater doctor, you don't stop going to the doctors. Just because one plane is hijacked and they did 9/11, you don't stop traveling in the airplanes. In the same way, just because few gurus fell down, it's not that nobody can represent Srila Prabhupada. There are no genuine gurus. No. Actually, if you say that, you are trying to say that Prabhupada could not make even a single pure devotee. You are questioning Srila Prabhupada's purity. Prabhupada was like a desire tree who produced many, many genuine Vaishnavas. And some have had difficulties, and we have to understand the history. They were young boys. They were not like 50 years old, 60-year-old matured people. They were young boys. Now ISKCON has grown to such maturity that we give sannyas only after 50 years of age. The gurus are made only after 50 years of age. So we see the maturity part also now in ISKCON. But previously, Prabhupada wanted to establish society. He had limited number of years before he went back to Godhead, and he had to establish these systems. So he took chance. See what Prabhupada did? He took these guys and put in the water. Either you will learn swimming or you will drown. This much risk a Acharya has to take. And that's what Prabhupada did. So some people drowned, we accept. And that's the dark phase of our society. But there were many who continued. And we see that examples. I am not quoting names. Otherwise, some devotees will feel that I am trying to say they are pure devotees. But you know how many Prabhupada disciples, they carried on Prabhupada's movement for decades. And they're still serving Srila Prabhupada with all sincerity. So both type of examples are there. Now let us see what are the problems in Ritvik philosophy. Usha Mataji, please read the first point.
There is no example of one taking Diksha from one's Param Guru in any of the bona fide Vaishnava Sampradayas.
So there is no example in any of the parampara where Ritvik initiations took place. There is no example like that in any Vaishnava parampara, even in our Gaudiya parampara. Nobody took initiation from his Param Guru. Param Guru means grandfather Guru, grand spiritual master. They never took. Now some people say, oh, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur took sannyas from the picture of Gaur Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj. Was it not Ritvik initiation? No, it was not Ritvik initiation. And I'll tell you why. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur approached Gaur Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj multiple times for initiation. You know that pastime, right? When Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati begs for initiation from Gaur Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj, and he denies that you are so learned, I am illiterate, what initiation I'll give to you, things like that. If he would to take Ritvik initiation from Gaur Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj, why he approached Gaur Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj multiple times? He would have kept his picture and taken initiation that time only. First initiation is the main link to the parampara. When you get initiated first time in the parampara, that is your connection with the parampara. And that guru remains your Diksha Guru forever. Like suppose I am an initiated disciple of Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. Now suppose he would have not given me Brahman initiation. I'm second initiated also by him. But just let's assume he has not given me second initiation. And now if I take second initiation from a second guru, that doesn't mean that second guru becomes my guru. No. My guru will always remain Bhakti Charu Maharaj because he was my first Diksha Guru. And we learned already that Diksha Guru is only one. There can be multiple Siksha Gurus, but Diksha Guru is only one. So anybody who will give me second initiation, he will only give me on behalf of my first Guru. You get the point? In the same way, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur took Gayatri Mantra and entering into the parampara from Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Officially, when he was on the planet. So he became duly initiated disciple of Gaur Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj. But later on, when Gaur Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj left this world, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati took only saffron cloth of sannyas in front of his picture, not the initiation. So we have to understand difference between sannyas and initiation. Sannyas means leaving the worldly duties and adopting a life of a renunciate. That anybody can do. But initiation is a serious thing where Guru has to accept disciple in the living condition. And therefore, there is no example in our parampara for Ritvik initiations. Ajay Prabhu, would you like to read? Okay, Ashwin Prabhu, you have a question?
Yes, Prabhu. You mentioned about if you've taken Harinam initiation with your guru and then a devotee didn't get to take Brahman initiation. But what happens in the situation where somebody is aspiring for a guru, but they don't get the chance to take Harinam initiation?
So in that case, that Guru will become your Siksha Guru. But whoever you will take initiation from, he'll become your Diksha Guru. So only one who officially initiates, that person is the Diksha Guru. And see, it's nothing less. Suppose I am aspiring from some Guru today, and I could not get initiation. And then tomorrow I take initiation from somebody else because my first love, my first Guru is not on the planet. Then the second one, he becomes my Diksha Guru. But the first Guru whom I was aspiring before, he becomes my Siksha Guru. And there is no difference between Diksha Guru and Siksha Guru. It's just the difference in terminologies. You see? Like we all are not initiated by Srila Prabhupada, right? There's no Prabhupada disciple in this group, right? Now, but we are having a special connection with Srila Prabhupada. That we cannot deny. We cry for Srila Prabhupada. We write offerings for Srila Prabhupada. We hear his lectures. We follow his teachings. In the same way, if somebody is aspiring from a guru and the guru leaves this planet, he still can follow that guru as Siksha Guru. He can hear his lectures. He can follow his instructions. He can have that love in his heart. But because our parampara doesn't allow the initiation from a non-living guru, I mean the guru who has departed from this planet, initiation has to be taken from a living guru, and that guru becomes the disciple. Okay. Now in this case, somebody may ask that whose pranam mantra I should chant. So somebody can chant 2 pranam mantras also. You can chant pranam mantra of your Siksha Guru also. Like, don't we chant pranam mantra of Srila Prabhupada? But he is our preeminent Siksha Guru. So you can chant pranam mantra of your Diksha Guru and the Guru whom you were aspiring initiation before. So that way, that connection will be there with him as Siksha Guru. But when you will go in altar and when you will do Aarti and other things, generally you only keep picture of your Diksha Guru. You don't keep picture of your Siksha Gurus. Otherwise, somebody will place like 10 pictures, 20 pictures on altar. It will be too much. Otherwise, he will chant like 20 pranam mantras while he is offering bhoga and pujari never coming out. All devotees are dying of hunger. These problems will be there. So generally, when you are on altar and you are doing the official pujas, only chant your Diksha Guru's pranam mantra. But at home, in your private life, you chant your Siksha Guru's pranam mantra also, no problem. That can be done. Okay. Let's go on the second point. Ajay Prabhu. Aryan Prabhu, you have a question?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Hare Krishna. So can we chant pranam mantra before initiation?
Yes, definitely. Actually, pranam mantra has to be chanted before initiation. We will come to that part. And we will see how pranam mantras are important. You see, when you chant a pranam mantra, actually, you are taking shelter of that Vaishnava. And then you prepare yourself as an aspiring disciple of that Guru. So suppose you are chanting pranam mantra of a Guru, and 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever your temple policies are, they recommend you for initiation, then you will get initiation. And then you can continue chanting that pranam mantra. Now, sometimes one question again comes. Suppose some disciple took first initiation from one Guru, and that Guru left this world. And now he's taken second initiation from another Guru. Does he has to chant both pranam mantras? No, not required. Only first Guru who connects you to parampara, officially you have to chant his pranam mantra. That's it. But it's up to you. You can add on chanting many pranam mantras, but it's not required. Only one pranam mantra of Diksha Guru is important. That you can chant. And Siksha Gurus you can respect by chanting Om Agyanti Mirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guru Venama. All Gurus are covered in that. So no need of chanting so many pranam mantras. Only Diksha Guru's pranam mantra. Okay. Okay, Ajay Prabhu, please read the second point.
Yeah. There is no shastric evidence indicating one may take Diksha from one Param Guru.
So there is no example in the Vaishnava Sampradayas. That is one thing. There is no mention in the scriptures also that somebody can take initiation from a deity or a picture. There is no example like that. Okay. Third, Anisha Mataji, please read.
Virabhadra Goswami, the son of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, in a letter to Srinivas Acharya Okakas, one Jaya Gopal from Vaishnava society, proclaiming himself as a disciple of his Param Guru.
So there is reverse example, opposite example. There was one devotee who was claiming himself to be disciple of his Guru's Guru, although his Guru's Guru left this world. So Veerbhadra Goswami, son of Nityanand Prabhu, rejected him, that you are not part of Vaishnava society, because you can't do that. You have to take initiation from a living spiritual master. Yes, Hisha Mataji, please read.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. The argument that there are no qualified Diksha gurus among Prabhupada's disciples indicates that Prabhupada's teaching have not proven effective. So what would be the use of becoming Prabhupada Diksha disciple through the Ridvik priest anyway?
So they are saying very strong argument actually. They are saying on one hand you are saying Prabhupada could not make any pure devotee to become a guru. Another hand you want to be Prabhupada disciple through Ritvik initiation. So why you want to be a Prabhupada disciple if Prabhupada could not make any pure devotee? That means you yourself are refuting your philosophy. Prabhupada did make pure devotees who are preaching all over the world. Why ISKCON is growing? How ISKCON is reaching every town and village? Because these Prabhupada disciples have worked day and night. And therefore, you can't say there is no pure devotee in ISKCON. No. Yes. Maya Mataji, please read. Please unmute.
Big theory implies that only exceptionally empowered Acharya can become Guru, which is not supported in Shastra nor Vaishnava tradition.
So Ritvik philosophy says only a Nitya Siddha can become a Acharya. Only a Nitya Siddha can become Guru. But what Mahaprabhu says? Jare dekho tare kaho Krishna upadesh, amar agya guru hoya taro desh. Mahaprabhu is telling to all followers, I am giving you instruction, become Guru and preach Krishna consciousness. So is Mahaprabhu telling only to the Nitya Siddhas? No. Mahaprabhu is telling to everyone. And we saw Prabhupada's powerful quote yesterday. Prabhupada said, some will be Nitya Siddhas, but some will be practicing devotees who will follow the message of Parampara. Okay. Arjun Prabhu, can you read?
Hello, Prabhuji. Sorry, I'm still driving now.
Okay. Okay, Vidya Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sorry, I'm still driving now.
No problem. Vidya Mataji, please read.
Hare Krishna. Ridvit theory implies that acharyas can act contrary to Shastra.
Now they say one more interesting thing. They say Prabhupada can do anything. Prabhupada can even initiate while in his murti. Okay, accepted. But will Prabhupada go against Shastra? They say yes. Acharya can go against Shastra also. But that is not right. Prabhupada, even writing in his purports, he would always quote from scriptures. He never spoke a single thing against scriptures. So how can Prabhupada establish a system of Diksha against scriptures? It was just a tool. Prabhupada accepted, okay, I can't be there everywhere to initiate disciples. Okay, on my behalf, you send this mala to them. You send just like a postman. He delivers a thing to a person. That type, Prabhupada arranged a system during his living time. But he can't go against Shastras. Okay, Vishal Prabhu, please read.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I started driving.
Okay. Ram Bhatta Prabhu. Rama Bhatta Mataji, sorry. Indore. We can't hear you. Tushta ke bodhun. Would you like to
Hare
read?
Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah.
Ridvik theory functions by undermining the natural development of faith in living Vaishnavas, which is an essential aspect of bhakti.
See, what this point means is, suppose you tell that, oh, we will only believe in Prabhupada, nobody else. That means a devotee's faith is not there in any other Vaishnava on the planet. How will he grow? Without Vaishnava's love, without Vaishnava's affection, without their shelter, without their guidance, how he will grow? Vaishnava means he should respect even an ant. Why not other Vaishnavas? But he, oh no, only Prabhupada. That is a Kanishta mood. Kanishta Adhikari thinks only me, I am genuine and Lord is genuine. That's it. Nobody else. In the same way, Ritvik's thing, we are genuine And Prabhupada is genuine, nobody else. It's a Kanishta mood actually. Okay, Ramful Shyam Prabhu, can you read the last point?
Sure. A Ritvik guru gives advice, however, he does not formally accept the responsibility of delivering the disciple as a bona fide Diksha Guru.
So see, actually the temple president who is initiating on behalf of Srila Prabhupada and he's telling you are Prabhupada disciple, actually he is giving the mala. He is giving name. But he is telling, no, I am not your guru. All karma you dump on Prabhupada. Are Prabhupada accepted or not, how you can tell? A guru can even reject the proposal of accepting disciple, right? But you are telling, no, all karma you dump on Prabhupada and mala you take from me. So respect you give me, donation you give me, envelope you give me, but karma you dump on Prabhupada. So that is again a controversy, that they are not taking responsibility, because in ISKCON, Diksha Gurus means they take responsibility. That okay, in front of fire, in front of Vaishnavas, in front of deities, I also take responsibility that this is my disciple. I'll guide him. I'll take his karma. But Ritviks, they don't take that responsibility. So that is again a problem. So there is more space. You can write some additional points you think that how Ritvik system is not proper. And therefore, we have to understand that how easy it is to deviate from the original teachings of an Acharya. Until we don't understand his teachings purely from his representatives, we will also be confused just like Ritviks. Yes, Ashwin Prabhu.
Hi, Krishna Prabhu. Prabhu, you mentioned earlier that the Ridvik system came about when Srila Prabhupada was not feeling well, and they are like priests, like acting on his behalf. So when he implemented the Ridvik system, did he also at some point say that they can stop the Ridvik system? And are those 11 initiating gurus that you mentioned of, were they the original Ridvik or they were different?
So see, we have to understand one thing, that the past time I quoted, where GBC was very clear in what they are asking, Prabhupada did clarify that the gurus will be initiating and they will be his disciples, and their relationship with him is grand disciples. So Prabhupada appointed 11 Ritviks, and they were not the whole soul gurus. They were Ritviks in Prabhupada's time. But after Prabhupada left, the GBC came together and thought, okay, now who should become guru? So naturally they thought that, oh, Prabhupada selected 11 devotees as Ritviks, let them act as gurus now, regular gurus. So that was the purpose. See, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur never appointed Prabhupada as guru. As per the need, he adopted the role of guru. Gaur Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj never appointed Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati as guru. As per the need, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati took permission of Vaishnavas and he took the role of a guru. In the same way, not that Prabhupada gave a written statement, okay, from today, these devotees will be gurus. Not like that. But Prabhupada gave the principle. We have seen so many quotes. Prabhupada saying, my disciples should become guru. They should eventually initiate. They should do just like I am doing. So many quotes are there. So after Prabhupada left, the senior devotees, they took the principles from Srila Prabhupada teachings. And they told, okay, 11 of you, you start initiating. After some time, they added many other gurus because they understood that there are more Vaishnavas who can do this service. And now ISKCON has more than 120 gurus. And future there will be 500 gurus, 1000 gurus. Because there are qualified devotees to act as gurus. Why not? We should give them chance. And this is required for preaching. Now imagine one guru has 5,000 disciples. Can he remember 5,000 names? Is it practically possible? Even if he remembers, can he give time to 5,000 disciples? Is it possible? Humanly not possible. So if there are multiple gurus, then each disciple can get personal guidance. And that is the purpose of guru-disciple relationship. So Prabhupada gave these principles in his books, in his teachings, in his conversations, in his letters. And taking all them together, the GBC decided, okay, now these devotees should act as gurus. So yes, Prabhupada didn't actually write that, okay, from today they will be regular gurus. Because he is mentioning, if you remember one quote we discussed, Prabhupada is saying it's an etiquette that while guru is on the planet, the disciple doesn't initiate. So respecting that etiquette, Prabhupada didn't allow any of his disciples to initiate while he was on the planet. But he did expect after his departure, they should work as regular gurus. And that's what they did. And now in the term of doing that, some of them fell down. That was a sad part. But then others filled that gap. Others took up that challenge of service and they kept on serving ISKCON from decades to decades. Right? Okay.
Hey, Krishna.
Anyone else? Any other doubt regarding this? Now let us go to a very, very important theme. Very important theme. Understanding that a living guru is important, we don't want to diminish Srila Prabhupada's position. And this is the crux, this is the main content of this whole course. So please hear it very, very attentively. Srila Prabhupada is not just founder of ISKCON. He is also an Acharya of ISKCON. There are two terms, founder and Acharya. Founder means what? Like a company is founded by somebody and then the person goes away, he dies, and the children take over the company and then they change many things in the company. Like recently Ratan Tata left his body, so immediately after some days of his death, they merged Vistara Airlines and Air India Airlines together. So after a person, the founder dies, the successors, they are free to do whatever they want, and they amend the things, they change the things as per their ease, and they continue the company like that. ISKCON is not like that, because Prabhupada is not just founder, he is an Acharya. Now we have to understand the word Acharya. In any parampara, Acharya is the main authority. Like in Sri Sampradaya, main Acharya is Sripad Ramanujacharya. So any guru coming in the parampara of Sri Vaishnavas, they will only repeat words of Ramanujacharya. They can't go against the words of Ramanujacharya. If they will speak, they will not be Sri Vaishnavas. They will be kicked out of Sri Vaishnava parampara. Because he is the Acharya. Acharya means he is the authority of that parampara. And any guru coming in that line has to repeat words of the Acharya. Same is with Madhva Sampradaya. In Madhva Sampradaya, Madhvacharya is the Acharya. And in Udupi, if you go, there are many sannyasis. All of them repeat the words of Madhvacharya. They can't speak anything against Madhvacharya's philosophy. Now look at other religions. In Islam, they consider Prophet Muhammad as their Acharya, in one sense. And they say there is no other prophet than Muhammad. They are too fanatic about it. So anybody who speaks against Muhammad, they will not accept him as Muslim. In the same way, Christianity, Jesus Christ is the Acharya. Can there be there can be a Christian who doesn't accept Jesus Christ? Can't be there. He has to accept the words of Jesus Christ. So this is the meaning of Acharya. If you get some idea from all these examples, Acharya means authority of that parampara. He may have left his body ages ago, but all the Acharyas, all the gurus, all the leaders, all the preachers coming down in his line will simply represent that Acharya. That Acharya is Srila Prabhupada for ISKCON. So many times we read founder Acharya, founder, oh yes, Prabhupada founded ISKCON, Prabhupada established ISKCON. No, that is only founder aspect of Prabhupada. But Prabhupada is also Acharya. He is the authority for our movement. And therefore you see, in ISKCON, whose teachings we are following? The morning program, we follow what Prabhupada gave us. The number of rounds we chant for initiation, 16 rounds, Prabhupada gave that system. The morning and evening classes which happen in ISKCON on Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, they are based on Prabhupada's purport. Can somebody tell that, okay, today I will not speak from Prabhupada's purport and I will just give my own commentary on this verse? Can anyone do that in any ISKCON temple? Can't do. He has to repeat Prabhupada's purport and explain that one only. Whose books we are distributing? Prabhupada's books. So actually, we are only following Prabhupada, or actually we should only follow Prabhupada as an Acharya. So function of founder Acharya, you can see in your booklet, page number 20, to give basics or firm support to to ground in, to set up or establish for the first time for its perpetual existence. So this is the aspect of founder. So founder establishes an organization. This is nice. But we see how Prabhupada functions as founder Acharya. I would like to hear from all of you. Please share how Prabhupada is still functioning as the Acharya of ISKCON. Like I gave example, classes in ISKCON are given as per books of Srila Prabhupada. Anything else? Please unmute and speak. How Prabhupada is still giving that shelter, is still functioning as founder Acharya. Yes, devotees, wake up. Yes, Vishnu Priya Mataji. Yes, quickly. We can't hear you.
That Prabhupada established when he was giving initiation. So every time we have initiation, we see that the Maharaj say that we have to follow the 4 regulated principles. We are still here.
So initiation standards, we are still following what Prabhupada gave. We are simply following that. Yes, Anshu Mataji.
As Prabhupada says that I live with my books, so we'll read the books regularly.
Srila Prabhupada said, I will never die. I will always live in my books. So whoever is following Prabhupada's books, he is reading Prabhupada's, Prabhupada is directly guiding him. What else? How Prabhupada is still functioning as founder Acharya. Please unmute, devotees. Please share.
He is the captain of the spiritual ship and he is always deliver us. We know that.
Prabhupada is the captain of ISKCON ship. Like the name Prabhupada means Prabhu plus Pad. Pad means the feet. So under his feet, all other spiritual masters sit. Means all gurus in ISKCON will simply repeat his words. Very nice. Subhadra Mata is saying through GBC. So GBC is only following Prabhupada's instructions. Actually, I have seen when my Guru Maharaj, I was serving him as a secretary, he would attend the meetings. Whenever they were stuck somewhere, all GBC members would meditate. What would Prabhupada do in this situation? What Prabhupada instructed us in this situation? And accordingly, they would take decision. Okay. What else? How Prabhupada is still acting as founder Acharya? See, the temple management standards we are following as per Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada established GBC system. Prabhupada established temple president system. Prabhupada established that accountant should be separate from temple president. Report should be submitted to the central office. All these management standards we are following as per Srila Prabhupada's guidance. What else?
Srila Prabhupada is the preeminent Shiksha Guru.
Yes, Srila Prabhupada is the preeminent Shiksha Guru. What is the spelling? Preeminent Shiksha Guru. Thanks to the phone, we forget all the spellings. Okay. So, preeminent Shiksha Guru, because all teachings in ISKCON we follow as per Srila Prabhupada's teachings only.
He is a Nitya Siddha Guru, only one we have in this Kali Yuga.
We may not say that because there can be other gurus, but he is the Acharya. See, we have to understand the gravity of the word Acharya. Acharya means he is the torch bearer for an parampara. We all are following him. There can be many Nitya Siddhas. You can't deny that, Krishna can send more empowered souls. Krishna can send. But we all will follow Srila Prabhupada as our commander-in-chief. That we have to understand. Anything else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
So whatever events or any programs happening, like if we can see in India, the whole credit is been given to Srila Prabhupada. Like whether it is
When
temple inauguration or coin, 125 rupee coin, like that.
yes, so all wonderful events, festivals, temple openings, etc. we are seeing, they are all dedicated to Srila Prabhupada. All, if whenever you will see the word ISKCON, whenever ISKCON will be mentioned, you will always see Srila Prabhupada's name mentioned with that. So you can't put ISKCON name anywhere without Prabhupada's name, because that will hold all ISKCON together. Imagine now 120 gurus in ISKCON, and all disciples of these guru, they don't cooperate with each other. Then what will happen to ISKCON? ISKCON will divide. ISKCON will fall apart. But Srila Prabhupada is holding it together. See, you go to any temple, no matter which guru built that temple, which disciples are serving in that temple, when you enter that temple, you see Srila Prabhupada's deity. And how you feel? Yes, this is my dadu, this is my grandfather, this is my temple. You know? So you feel that homely feeling because Prabhupada is connecting our whole ISKCON society together. You go to any temple, in Kirtan they chant Prabhupada's Pranam mantra. After Kirtan they chant Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, and you feel, yes, this is my temple, this is my ISKCON. So this feeling of togetherness, this feeling of unity comes by keeping Srila Prabhupada in the center. So he's not just founder, he is the Acharya. He's holding whole society together. Sutre Mani Gana Eva. Just like Krishna is holding whole universe together, Prabhupada is holding our ISKCON together. So we can't just say that Prabhupada left this world. No, he's still actually acting as the founder Acharya. And therefore, each devotee in ISKCON has a unique relationship with Srila Prabhupada. See, your relationship with Srila Prabhupada is not just through your Diksha Guru. No, Diksha Guru comes later. First you come in ISKCON temple, whom you know? You know Srila Prabhupada. Whose teachings you learn? Srila Prabhupada. Whose books you read? Srila Prabhupada. After some time, then you fall in love with some guru. Okay, this is my spiritual master. I aspire from him. I'll take Diksha from him. Diksha Guru comes later. And therefore, Prabhupada becomes the preeminent Siksha Guru. He is the first Guru in your life. So first, when we enter in the temple, we offer pranam to Srila Prabhupada and then anybody else. We first remember Srila Prabhupada, then anybody else. We offer Guru Puja to Prabhupada, and through Prabhupada, that worship is carried to all other gurus. So we have to realize that personal relationship with Srila Prabhupada. All disciples have that. Aryan Prabhu, can you read this quote?
Srila Prabhupada has a unique relationship with every ISKCON devotee. As the founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness and the preeminent teacher and ultimate authority within our society, Srila Prabhupada has a unique relationship with every ISKCON devotee.
Yeah. So therefore, we have to realize that we don't depend on any individual for our relationship with Srila Prabhupada. Just because we can't get initiated, that doesn't mean we don't have any relationship with Srila Prabhupada. You can have relationship with Srila Prabhupada as deep as or more deeper than your Diksha Guru. Only formally Diksha Guru connects you to Srila Prabhupada. That is different thing. But Srila Prabhupada remains the main Acharya for all ISKCON devotees for all time. And he delivers the disciple along with the Guru of the disciple. So we have to understand that importance of Srila Prabhupada. Now I'll give you a homework. You have to write the reasons why we accept Srila Prabhupada as empowered representative of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Example, he spread Krishna consciousness all over the world in 10 years' time. Krishna Shakti Bina Nahi Tar Pravartan. It's very clear. In the same way, you have to write 2 to 3 points here. And tomorrow, I would like to hear from everybody. I am going to take names of everyone. So please complete this. That why you accept Srila Prabhupada as empowered representative of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now let us discuss this. What can be done to ensure Srila Prabhupada remains ISKCON founder Acharya and preeminent Siksha Guru in the future? The question is clear, is on 21st page number. What can be done to ensure that Srila Prabhupada remains ISKCON's founder Acharya and preeminent Siksha Guru in the future? Okay, today we are accepting Prabhupada is the founder Acharya, he is the main Acharya, he is the main Guru. What about 50 years from now? What about 500 years from now? What about 5,000 years from now? So what steps we have to take, how to ensure that Srila Prabhupada remains the founder Acharya? What I will do, I am dividing the whole class into 3 teams. So you will be given a link on your screen to join a breakthrough rooms, okay, and breakout rooms, and you have to join that room. So you will have a team of 6 to 7 devotees in that group. Now you all discuss among yourselves how you have to ensure, how you will ensure that Prabhupada remains as the preeminent Siksha Guru and founder Acharya for all time to come. You are the GBC members, think like that, okay? So you have to decide how to ensure that. And then appoint a speaker from your team. First thing you decide is who will speak from your team. So there will be team 1, team 2, team 3. You will decide one speaker from your team, and you write down points. That speaker should write down points from all the team members. And then when you come back, that time I will ask each team to present their points. Okay, is it clear? You will get 10 minutes time. It's 9:07. At 9:17, I will close the breakout rooms. You will all come back to the main classroom. Okay, so ready? You will get a link on your screen itself to join the breakout room. You go to that room and you start discussion. First thing, you choose a leader, not leader, but spokesperson from your team. And then you all give your points to that person, that devotee. He will represent from your team. So I'm creating that breakout rooms. Okay, so you all can join the respective rooms. You must get the link now. Please join the rooms. Mayurla Maya Mataji, you have difficulty in joining?
Eight points, and everyone are given their inputs. So the first one will be to continue book books, book distribution, Harinam Sankirtan, distribution of Prasadam, food for life. And these are the main factors that a devotee should know. Second one, we have the preaching of Srila Prabhupada. So in our preaching, in our classes, we should always glorify Srila Prabhupada, always talk about him and always promote him. The third one will be to chant the Param mantra. So whenever we're chanting, so I can read it with the one that I said. So whenever we are doing our japa, we always think of Srila Prabhupada, seek the blessing of Srila Prabhupada, and then our japa will be more like, I want to say, Srila Prabhupada blessing will be with us. And no deviation from Srila Prabhupada instruction. So fourth one, we have the same standard should be maintained in mandirs. For example, the Mangalatis, Tulsi Puja, Guru Puja, Gaurati, everything that is done in mandir should be maintained the same. And the Vyas Puja of Srila Prabhupada should be done regularly and always give him the proper honor, that the proper view that it should be given. And the last point that I was going to say, and we just ended the meeting, whenever we have a new devotee in Mandir, we should always tell him about Srila Prabhupada more than we, even if there's an initial devotee and he has his own guru, we should always bring him to Srila Prabhupada first, make him aware of Srila Prabhupada, and then bring it to another guru and other devotees in the ISKCON. That will be all, Prabhu.
Very nice, very elaborate and very nice solutions. What I consider the most important from your presentation is speaking about Prabhupada to the devotees, reminding them in the classes, Prabhupada's sacrifice, his authority, his importance in our institution. Because if we will not discuss that, eventually we will forget. Second point I like very much, which you spoke, is keeping the standards given by Srila Prabhupada. Because if we will drift little by little, one day we will just change everything. We should be very, very strict in keeping the standards what Srila Prabhupada has given. So very nice, wonderful points. And all of these points you can note because maybe this will be your exam question. So I'm not leaking the exam question, but this can be one of your exam questions. So please, as you are studying, prepare for your exams. As that's what I suggested before also. Whatever we are completing, you can complete the assignments parallelly. So you don't have to give extra time. Okay, team 2. Let's hear from them.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The first point is glorification of Srila Prabhupada through Guru Puja. Second is continuous reading of Srila Prabhupada's book daily and chanting Krishna's holy name through Srila Prabhupada Pranam Mantra. And fourth, organizing and emphasizing and Vyas Puja, disappearance day of Srila Prabhupada.
Very
Fifth,
nice.
celebrating 50th Srila Prabhupada anniversary. Just we are doing in ISKCON Vrindavan and also in Mauritius. We are doing 50 rounds of japa every month. And six, encouraging book distribution. Seven, for initiation, we must make it compulsory to read Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit. And
Wonderful.
any book designed by Srila Prabhupada.
Very nice. So wonderful, wonderful points.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
And to make it in Srila Prabhupada, to follow the rules and regulation by the ISKCON management, like the GBC, and to follow the four regulative principles, and to keep Srila Prabhupada at the center of all preaching. And we have hearing the lectures of Srila Prabhupada, and it's prasadam, food for life. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Wonderful, Mata. So many wonderful points. 2 points I appreciate the most, which you mentioned. One is celebrating Prabhupada's appearance and disappearance days. You see, we are seeing nowadays in ISKCON, the Guru's Vyas Puja is celebrated with great pomp, with great fanfare. But Prabhupada's Vyas Puja, hardly anybody goes. And that's a sad reality. Actually, Guru's Vyas Puja can be simpler, but Prabhupada's Vyas Puja should be grand. And therefore, in Jain, apart from Prabhupada's Vyas Puja and Tirubhav, we celebrate Prabhupada Memorial Festival for a week, where all Prabhupada disciples and grand disciples come together. 3,000 devotees come, and we have week-long glorification of Srila Prabhupada. So all temples can adopt such festivals, and they can do. I am part of Prabhupada's position team of the GBC strategic planning, and we are planning to launch Prabhupada festivals all over the world and celebrate Prabhupada's 50th Tirubhav in 2027. So I invite all of you, whoever is interested, you can become part of it and take up this challenge to celebrate Prabhupada's Vyas Puja and Tirubhav to great, great heights. See, all our gurus will be pleased if Prabhupada will be pleased. If Prabhupada will be glorified, we all will be glorified. So let us contribute to this cause. You can celebrate in your local temples. Take responsibility to celebrate Prabhupada's Vyas Puja, Prabhupada's Tirobhav, Prabhupada's festivals, and enthusiastically call everyone, invite your friends, and let them get mercy of Srila Prabhupada. And also Mataji wonderfully told that for initiation, there should be expectation that devotees read Prabhupada Leelamrit and Prabhupada books. Then only they will take it seriously. So once they understand Prabhupada's standard, then they can be initiated. But if they don't get Prabhupada's standard, they will be in trouble. So thank you very much. Team 3, let's hear from them.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. So, I have the input of all the devotees. The first we have to worship Srila Prabhupada in all temples. We have to do Guru Pujas. We have to keep it in the prime place in all our temples. To keep listening to his courses and abide to his instruction, like daily study of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, distribution of books, Food for Life, which will encourage the newcomers to know more about Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON. By maintaining the standard of temple management, deity worship, like chanting our 16 rounds, abiding by the 4 regulative principles, from time to time to make courses like Founder Acharya course, encourage regular reading, discussion of his teaching in the morning class in the temples, and also through his books we can propagate, through his book distribution, we can encourage many new teenagers to know more about Srila Prabhupada, to preserve his lectures and letters and conversation. And that's all.
Wonderful, wonderful points that how we have to bring in Srila Prabhupada in our centers by discussing his teachings, by holding festivals, and especially I liked your point, that points from your team, that we should have courses. Like this disciples course was never in the part of ISKCON, but this is specially meant. And the GBC was thinking that devotees will not take it seriously. So they kept it mandatory before initiation. Now, where you will go, you have to do this course. So if they would have not made it mandatory, nobody would have taken this course, or very few devotees would have taken this course. But because of initiation is like the carrot, incorporate, they hang a carrot in front of donkey. The donkey in the greed of eating carrot, he walks towards the carrot. So this disciple course is like a carrot for initiation, and devotees take this course. So such courses should be introduced, like Founder Acharya seminars, courses, so that devotees know the importance of Srila Prabhupada. So wonderful, devotees. Thank you for your wonderful participation. Time for homework. I have already given you one homework to write the points, how you consider Srila Prabhupada to be especially empowered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So please write that. And tomorrow, I expect you to come to the class after reading some pages. So you have already read up to 15 or so pages. Now I request you to kindly read till page number 40. So in your booklet, there are total 91 pages, and I request you to read till page number 40 tomorrow. So tomorrow will be our 3rd class, and this will be almost half of our course. So I request you to please come after reading the 40 pages. Why I'm telling you to read? Because then you can relate with what I'm speaking more efficiently. So please take out time. You have already read 15 to 17 pages. So you have to read another 22 pages. So it's not much. 22 pages will take only half an hour or maybe maximum 40 minutes. So please read these pages and come. Let's meet tomorrow, same time, and we'll take it forward. Tomorrow, we'll try to cover up to initiation vows. So that's what is the contents till page number 40. So please read and come. Maximum things you already know. So therefore, I'm telling you to read it till page number 40. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Jai Gaur Premanande.